So which music distribution service is gonna be better for your release? Now this is a question that I feel like every artist asks themselves when they're ready to distribute a project. And there's so many distribution services out there for us to choose from, so it can be a little bit overwhelming, but what I've personally used the most is Distrokid and LANDR. But in this video specifically, I'm gonna talk about why I chose to switch from Distrokid to LANDR for my distribution, and hopefully give you the information that you need to make an informed decision on what's gonna be best for you. So with Distrokid, first off, we're looking at $22.99 per year for their musician plan. That's their cheapest plan that they have. And this is gonna include one artist that you can distribute under. You can upload unlimited songs, unlimited lyrics, Spotify checkmark, royalty splits. You know, you get things like a mobile app access and access to 21 free tools. They don't really say what the tools are. Versus if we come over here to LANDR and we look at Distribution Pro, you're looking at $44.99 per year. Now, these are just the base costs. This is not including any add-ons for the extra features that we want to put into our singles and our albums. So what features exactly am I talking about? Future distribution to new DSPs, leaving your music up even if your subscription lapses or you decide to cancel, discovery on Shazam, YouTube content ID. So let's come over here to Distrokid and pretend like I'm gonna release a single. So if I come to the upload page, and if we come down here, you'll notice that there's this leave a legacy option. Basically, this is what you're paying to allow your music to stay up even if you cancel your Distrokid subscription. So for a single, that's gonna be $29, a one-time fee. But if you wanna drop an album, then the cost of that jumps up to $49 for a one-time fee on that one project. And this is the only way that you can guarantee your music will stay up even if you decided to cancel your subscription, which kind of sucks. But you also wanna get some YouTube content ID protection. With Distrokid, this is gonna cost you $4.95 per year plus 20% of the platform ad revenue for a single. If we decided to do an album, you are looking at $14.95 per year plus 20% of the ad revenue. For music discovery on platforms like Shazam, which I would highly recommend that you have so that people can discover your music if they hear it out somewhere, you would have to pay 99 cents per year. So basically $1 per year per song. If there's more streaming platforms that you want to have your music released out to, then you're going to want to get the store maximizer, which basically says that Distrokid will add your music to all these new streaming platforms as they become available. For a single, that's going to cost you $7.95, and even for an album as well, that's going to cost you $7.95. So at least on this one, the price doesn't go up, but it's still another addition to what you're paying up front and what you're going to be paying yearly just for that one release. If you want all the bells and whistles to distribute one song on Distrokid, you're going to be paying upfront $42.89 for that one song. If we do an album with 10 songs, you are looking at $81.80 to put out an album with Distrokid. On the flip side, if we look at LANDR's Distribution Pro, if you want to keep your music up on streaming platforms with LANDR, you don't have to pay an extra legacy fee. They will automatically keep your music up there without you having to do anything else or pay anything else. LANDR will basically transition to a royalty sharing option if that were to happen so that your music does stay up. And this is especially useful if you do want to indeed leave your legacy, like Distrokid says, without having to pony up some extra money just to do that. For all the other add-ons that we have, YouTube content ID. With LANDR, that is included. Discovery on Shazam, that is also included. Future DSP deliveries. Can you guess what I'm gonna say? It's also included. You see where this is going here? What we're gonna do is check out the cost of both platforms over a 5-year span if we were to drop 5 singles and 3 albums. Let's start with LANDR Distribution Pro. So we've got $44.99 a year. We multiply that by 5 years. We're looking at $224.95 that you spent total. Very straightforward, very easy to understand, very simple pricing. With Distrokid, it's a totally different story. For the base subscription cost, we're looking at $22.99 multiplied by 5. That's $114.95 over a 5-year span. However, this is not including any of the add-ons. So we have our Leave a Legacy add-on. In total for all that, that's gonna come out to being $292 for YouTube Content ID and our 5 singles and our 3 albums. You're looking at $69.60 for that first year, but multiply that over 5 years and the total is gonna be about $348. Then we look at our discovery on Shazam. We're assuming that our albums are gonna be 10 tracks deep and we have our 5 singles, that's gonna be 35 tracks, which brings our total for the Shazam over 5 years to $173. And finally, we wanna look at our distribution to future DSPs. With our 5 singles and our 3 albums, it's gonna be $795 per project, which is a total of $63.60. Multiply that by 5 years, we're looking at another $318. So factoring in all the add-ons that we have, Distrokid over a 5-year span is actually going to cost you $1,246. And that's not even talking about if you want to do cover songs, which with Distrokid is going to cost you an extra $12 per year per song. So if we just wanted to say I release 5 covers every single year for the next 5 years, that's going to be an additional $300 that you're adding. Whereas with LANDR, it's a $15 one-time charge for a cover song. So we're looking at $1,546 to distribute all of these things with Distrokid versus the one base fee on LANDR. You're looking at $299.95. Distrokid is going to cost you $1,247 more than LANDR to do the same thing that LANDR is doing. I actually kind of found this out the hard way, but if we go to my music, you can see all of my releases that I've used Distrokid for. Once I realized that I was paying annually for each and every single one of these things to have all of those features, I thought to myself, what happens when I get a really extensive library and I upload a bunch of albums, a bunch of songs? How much money am I actually going to be spending every single year just for my stuff to have these features included? It's gonna be a lot of money. Here's a new thing about LANDR that I actually didn't know about. You can actually import all of your songs that you distributed from another major distribution platform. All you have to do is enter the Spotify or Apple Music release URL into here, click continue, you follow the process, and within some time, they'll migrate all of your releases to their platform. So you're not stuck paying for these fees on Distrokid forever. You can just cancel your subscription and LANDR's gonna keep it up for you. So I know this wasn't the most entertaining video that I've done, but something that I wanted to inform you of as an artist myself who wants to save money, because you know, artists be out here struggling sometimes and we can't always just be forking over money, you know? The best decision that I've made is switching my music from Distrokid to LANDR. If you don't take anything else from this, the numbers don't lie. So do with this information what you will. I hope you make the right decision in your musical journey. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comments section. Let me know if you found this helpful, and if you did, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and turn on the bell notification so you'll be notified every time that I upload a brand new video. That's it for today. I love you guys, and as always, stay legendary. Peace.